How to know if you have an eating disorder. How do we know when disordered eating becomes an eating disorder? Disordered eating does not interfere with one's ability to function, but may include irregular eating patterns along with judgment around food and/or body. Eating disorders, on the other hand, represent a wide range of behaviors involving food and eating and impair one's health and ability to function in terms of life goals, relationships, career, and academics. It may be hard to determine whether or not you are experiencing disordered eating or an eating disorder. First, it may be helpful to reflect on the following questions. What are the signs of an eating disorder? Are you displaying these signs? For many individuals with eating disorders, here are some of the more commonly experienced signs and behaviors. 1. Adopting ritualistic eating habits and rules. Eating a set quantity of a particular food at a certain time in a certain setting may be part of a daily routine. However, when taken to extremes that interfere with everyday life, ritualistic habits and rigid rules may indicate an unhealthy relationship with food. Eliminating whole food groups, limiting food intake, restricting quantities, or following inflexible preparation practices may be a sign of an eating disorder. 2. Refusing to eat with others. Handling food in social settings can be challenging for those struggling with eating disorders. Individuals may go to great lengths to avoid group events where food is present. They may disengage and disappear from a gathering when food is served. 3. Struggling to engage with food in healthful ways. Individuals with eating disorders may exhibit unhealthful relationships with food, including avoiding and restricting food, purging, and eating past the point of fullness. Stress, boredom, grief, joy, or other emotions may trigger or intensify eating disordered behaviors. 4. Exercising excessively to burn calories. With an eating disorder, exercise can become more than a means of joyful or healthful movement. Instead, it may become a way to compensate for caloric intake, or as a way to punish themselves for eating too much. People with eating disorders often become obsessive about tracking the number of calories expended versus the number of those taken in. 5. Obsessing over physical characteristics. Many individuals with eating disorders tend to focus on perceived body image concerns that may or may not be apparent to others. They may obsess over specific parts of their bodies or set weight goals that are unhealthy or unrealistic. 6. Hoarding and stashing food. Eating disorders can cause people to hide or stash food. In some cases, individuals may hoard select safe foods or beverages. They may feel the need to stockpile it, keep it separate, or even hide it, so that other family members can't eat it. For others, the hidden food in question may be triggering to the person, and they may view it as forbidden. 7. Lowered self-esteem. Low self-esteem is commonly experienced by those struggling with eating disorders. This can manifest through insecurities over physical characteristics, such as body shape and weight, as well as a generally lowered self-worth, feeling as though you are not worthy or do not measure up to your peers in some way. Oftentimes, disordered eating behaviors are developed as a way to cope with feelings of inadequacy and take back some level of perceived control over their life. 8. Physical symptoms. There are many physical symptoms associated with eating disorders, oftentimes varying depending on the specific type of eating disorder. Physical symptoms may include gastrointestinal problems, fatigue, high or low blood pressure, or fluctuations in weight over relatively short periods of time. Individuals may also experience weakness, dizziness, joint pain, or dehydration. When to take the next step. If you recognize any of the above signs in yourself or in someone you love, it may be time to change your lifestyle or try out some home remedies to improve your chances of success in overcoming your eating disorder. Try to make these steps a part of your daily routine. 1. Talk to a doctor. Stick to your treatment plan, don't skip therapy sessions, and try not to stray from meal plans. Follow your doctor's recommendations on physical activity and exercise. 2. Talk to your doctor about appropriate vitamin and mineral supplements. If you're not eating well, chances are your body isn't getting all of the nutrients it needs, such as vitamin D or iron. However, getting most of your vitamins and minerals from food is typically recommended. 3. Resist urges to weigh yourself or check yourself in the mirror frequently. This may simply fuel your drive to maintain unhealthy habits. 4. Don't isolate yourself from caring family members and friends who want to see you get healthy and have your best interests at heart.